Fellas, how are we all doing? I am just in the bottom corner of some bloody where? Of Colorado. Heading into New Mexico, not far off. Look, it's very pretty up here. This is one hell of a bloody hill. What are they all looking at? They're looking at. Am I missing something? This is one big old drag, is this. Right then, Vernon advice, we Yorkshireman advice of the day. Take it or leave it. If you don't want to take it, fuck off, I ain't bothered, am I? Hey, there you go. When you're coming up a hill like this and it's hot outside, it is, I don't know what toasty it is, I ain't got my toasty bit on, it's probably about 30-something degrees. First thing in the morning, Saturday mornings, 8:30 here. Flick, all modern trucks nowadays have it, and what have you. You can see your oil temperature. I know the light's blocking a bit there. You go onto your oil temperature, just keep an eye on that oil temperature. See what it's doing and things like that. Keep an eye on your temp. See, I'm right up in that. This is starting to run hot, actually. When it does that, I've noticed just lately, with the temperatures being right up and that, turn your air conditioning off. Get that air conditioning turned off and see if you can get that temp down. The fan's kicked on now, which is going down. That's alright. But I'm fully freighted at the moment, so obviously that doesn't help either. And this is a big old hill. This is the biggest hill I've probably ever come across in the whole of the States. This is on the Interstate 25. Bottom east corner of Colorado, heading into New Mexico. I'm right at the border here. And yeah, that is some hill there. My temp's alright on the oil, we're 150. It usually runs at about 109. It's good, it's a good idea to get, you know, watch your temps and your oil gauges. Know what things are doing, basically. Know what your engine is doing, that's what I'm trying to say. We've got to go into the scale here. So, you know what the rough temperature it usually runs at, and then if it's going up any higher than normal, you can think, hang on a minute. Oh, I've got a green light, I'm going by. Here we go, we've got a drive by. We don't need to go in, that's nice of them, which I'm pretty surprised actually, because I'm usually when it scales off over the scale on the road, they want you to, and you're heavy, they want you to pull in, but no, we've got a flyby. Thank you very much, Colorado. Yeah, I've explained before, see this box on there, it's got the green light flashing. It's either, it's got a radar sort of thing that clicks on me as I go through. They know all my details, they know who we are and everything like that. So if you do fly by, I'm going to be in trouble. Go buy one. Yeah, so oil temp's dropping down again now to 112, something like that. And my water temperature's right down as well. Another little advice on why we're talking about temperatures and things like that. When you set off in the morning, I've said before, if you're gonna hit a big mountain, first thing as you're coming out of the box basically, as you get up, make sure you warm that engine up. Don't just look at your water pressure. Your water temperature rather is going to warm up a lot quicker than your oil temperature. So it's always a good idea to have a look at that oil temperature if you've got a big old climb to go, or a downhill where you need to rev it and put on the engine brake or anything like that. It just saves the engine, it looks after the engine a little bit better and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But a little bit of forward thinking. Ideally you want it up at 90 if you've got your oil temperature, around about the 90, high 80s, something like that, if you're going to do a big pull straight out. Which, with the modern oils and stuff like that, doesn't take that long now to warm up. You know, you're like 20 minutes and you're up there to running temperatures. Don't just hammer it straight out the bloody from the start. It's same with your turbos now. Engines have developed so much and stuff like that. Oil's really, it's come on leaps and bounds, it has actually. I think, reading back about how oil works and stuff like that. Your turbos, you know, before I still leave mine idling for a couple of minutes before I turn it off straight away, you know, if it's hot and stuff like that, because that turbo's spinning at a hell of a rate of knots. That little thing, she's going like it's going out of fashion. and they get bloody hot, you know. They in fact glow sometimes. So sometimes I leave it a couple of minutes on idling before I turn it off, just to try and save the turbo bit. But there is spray, coolant spray that goes on the turbos now. Back in the days of the F6s, the F10s and shit like that, you had no coolant spray or anything like that, your early days and what have you. So you really had to let that turbo cool down. Here we go, New Mexico! I love New Mexico! Here we go, rough ride. I've never done this route before, so giddy kipper! I'm going off and doing a US road as well, so this will be fun. Bear with me, I'm just going to write me mileage down. Where are we? 5. Can't multitask anymore, too old for that. Very blustery. So guys, here I am in the knife guy's shop. Check out this lot here. Look, we have got knives upon knives upon knives and everything. I'm in the market for another knife. Yes, I know the wife's probably going to kill me as usual, but hey ho, she's not with me at the moment, is she? Don't tell her, hey? She obviously won't see this much. But I was, we've got knuckle dusters, you've got the lot, you've got the whole array, you've got all the stabby things there, everything, you can see it all there. It's a pocket knife I'm after, another pocket knife, yes, I know, I've got several, but didn't want a sheath knife, not at the moment. There's some beauties there. This one really took my eye. Take a look at that. This is an absolute beauty, it really is. This is all American made. These lot here are all your American made ones. And the price reflects on it. This one is $400 and something. Can I have a quick look at that again, please?
Absolutely.
This is the, how does it open again?
Yeah, just a button press right there.
Okay, I know how to do this. Look at that. They only make, how many was this? They make 20 of these. And that's with tax on top of that. But man, I tell you, this, the feel of this, everything about it is absolutely beautiful. It really is. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, sir. Anything else, let me know.
Thank you. Here's the one I've been looking at. I've obviously in a budget. I can't afford to spend that sort of money. I would definitely, but I couldn't. I couldn't justify that. The one I'm looking at is $100, just back there. I really like that one. So that's in the pipeline. I'm going to go for a drive down to Florida and think about that, because I'll be coming back this way. And we'll see from there. Cool, eh? Yeah, it had to be American. Definitely want all American knife. I don't want no Chinese malarkey. We've got enough on them, guys. Thank you very much, Tony, for giving me that. So, $500. But these are quality. Don't forget, you've got a lifetime guarantee on these bad boys. Depends what you're into. I really like them, so you know, it's whatever floats your boat, isn't it, really? Why is it so dark in here? There we go. Why I remember, the reason that last knife was so expensive, the one with the American flag on it and everything, I forget the make of them now. And I said they only make 20 of those. What it is, they only make 20 of each model. So each model's unique to that, just the 20 with the serial numbers and everything. That's like, wow, that is something else. So that makes it really good. Makes it worthwhile. Try telling your partner that. Love, I'm just about to spend $500 on a knife, you know, but it's only 20 of them are made. I'm sure it'll go down like a lead balloon. Morning all, here I am. I'm just north of Dallas, and it is, I don't know what day it is, Steve. What day is it? Oh gosh, now I can't work my phone. It's the Sunday, the 11th of July. It is pretty early this morning. Well, it's not, it's 6:30 now. I've been up since about 3:30. Huge storm came over, fucking great storm. So that woke me up, but then my buddy from England, good mate of mine, rang me up, so we're nattering for an hour and what have you. I was waiting for it to get light, and it's only just sort of got light now. When I get up in the morning, I like to check my satellite and see what's going down, because this storm was really rocking and what have you first thing this morning. And I am right in the middle of it at the moment. It's a great big band, I'll show you in a minute. I usually get up, turn my CB on, and then see where I'm going from there, because I've got, where is it? Where's my Beverly's? I've got the button here I press,
With scattered thunderstorms.
and I'll get my weather on there.
Numerous showers this morning, then scattered showers this afternoon. Highs in the lower 90s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest 10 to 15 miles an hour this afternoon. Chance of rain 70%. Tonight, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Anyway, this is where I'm at here. I'm right in the middle of there. That's Dallas there.
Lows in the lower 70s. Winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northeast after midnight.
Yeah, so I'm dropping down here. As you can see, I'm right in the middle of it. But
A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning.
nothing.
A slight chance of showers and
Nothing really, you know. No deer at all. So I don't know what they're tripping on there. I really don't. So
an hour.
I've got...
30%. Monday night, mostly clear.
I did have this on earlier actually, and it was telling me that there was hail on,
miles an hour.
hailstone where I am now. But I must be right in the middle of it. So hopefully, I was hoping it was going to go north. I think it is moving. Obviously it's moving. Obviously it's moving. The storm ain't going to stay still, is it? It's going to move. Hopefully it gets out my bloody way. I'll get through Dallas. Like I say, it's Sunday, so the traffic's going to be all right. Get on there. Get into Florida tonight. I usually get up in the morning, have my breakfast, get everything sorted out, and I like to get everything within arm's reach before I set off. So have my banana. I don't want it now because I've already had some breakfast, so I'll stick that there so I've got it nice and close, and then I can grab it when I get a bit peckish down the road and I don't have to stop. It's not worse than just setting off and getting hungry and you're trying to bloody reach things and shit like that. You don't need all that. Get it all sorted out and get it round with you, and you'll be grand. See, it's soon dried up. It is toasty though, man. What temperature have we got? We have got 23, but it's very humid down here. It's not 23 the desert weather, that is for sure. I was maybe get stopped and watch the game. We'll see what we can do with time. I ain't overly bothered. We'll see. I'm just a bit concerned about this bloody storm, to be fair. I don't really want to get caught out in the hailstone. Hailstone over here can be super serious. It can damage the truck. It will damage vehicles and stuff like that. You don't want to be out in that, driving along with the force of the hailstone and driving along as well. You know, I don't want to be getting dents in my car or truck rather, and stuff like that. I've seen a car. I should have taken some pictures of it actually. That's been hailstone damage, and it is a big thing out here. You know. We just get rid of the snow and stuff like that, and then you get all this hail and tornado. Luckily the one in Florida has blown out and it's all gone, so that's looking a lot better down there. So catch you all later, crack on. Oh man, you won't believe it. So I just get out and to go do my checks, I nearly went arse of a tit. The ground is absolutely sodden. Oh Jesus Christ, look. I don't know if you can see my footprints up there. I was sliding all over the place. It has had some proper water rain. Obviously rain's water, yeah. Overnight. Definitely wasn't flip-flop weather out there. Oh dear. Dear I'm me. The joys, the joys. So now we've got to try and retrieve said flip-flops without going out there and crack on. Gosh. Oh man. Need to be a bloody contortionist. I'm too old for this shit. Well, look at them. Jesus Christ. Press on. Hey, so I'm in the Love's truck stop at the moment. This is why I keep preaching about the importance for the CB radio. Why they're needed in trucks. So I'm coming up here. I wanted to pull in for a shower anyway, so I was pulling off. Somebody shouted on the CB, said there was an accident further up. They were backing down, and that was about 20 plus miles away from where I was, 30 miles. It gave me the exact mile marker. That's another thing about your GPS. Have your mile marker, so your miles are coming up on your GPS. Just about all modern GPSs now will give you the mile marker, your kilometre marker, whatever, so you know exactly pinpoint where you are. Absolutely ideal. You can count it down. It was raining out there, it was raining quite hard, so but the traffic on here still flows. Texas is very fast. I've mentioned this before, it's 75-mile-an-hour speed limits for trucks, for everything, you know what I mean? It is pretty quick down this road, which is a dual carriageway basically, twin track. So dual twin. So I knew where it was going to be, but I still pulled into the truck stop. I thought, oh, I'll pull in and see if it's sorted out when I come out. Come back out, turn the CB back on again. Nope, they shut the road down. It turns out that a motorbike has probably died and a truck involved and shit like that. It's a shit show down there. So, you know, thoughts go out to the family and stuff like that. It's shit. It happens. It happens on the road quite a bit, too much. But, you know, it's one of them things. So, plan B. In Texas, it's pretty good for, it's like France. You've got a lot of, in Germany, you've got a lot of side roads that come off, like in Spain as well, where you can get round the national roads, basically. It's very similar here as well. Not all the states are the same. You get the East Coast and stuff like that, forget it. You're just going to have to stick with it. If you're over New York, anywhere like that, and there's an accident, you know, just New Jersey, any of them, forget it, just sit with it. Because you go off on some of them roads there, whoo, you're going to get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. So you've got to have your Garmin map ready when this shit hits the fan. Garmin map at the opening, ready, bosh. Just put in any address, anywhere, France, anywhere where you want to go, sort of thing. And then anywhere where you're heading. Don't have to be the place you're going, but in that direction. So you've got, this is moi here, obviously. Here's where the accident is. It's saying plus 9 minutes. This guy says it looks like it's going to be shut down. So I've heard quite a few people talking on the CB now, so it doesn't sound good. So he reckoned, he was a local guy, it happened near his house. He says come up on the 69 here. But by the time I get there, I think that's going to be pretty chock-a-block down there now with all the traffic stopping and backing up and stuff like this. So I'm going to come off at the 110. Just, you know, it isn't going to be much out my way, down into Tyler, and then come back up again. Don't go back up the first one, because everybody's going to be jumping on that and going up there. That's going to be a shit show. It is Sunday, the traffic ain't going to be that bad. I will have a wee look when we get down there and see what it's like. If not, I'll run this other road further along there, and then join back up again. You're going to save yourself a hell of a lot of trouble. I know it's the same everywhere in the world. Get off, and if there's a side road, slip road, do it. Just do it. You know, really, it will save you a hell of a lot of time. It's not worth sitting in that traffic, because if they shut that road down and everything, you're bollocks. You're there. You can't turn around. You know, you're going to be, you're just going to be stuck with it. At least, even if you're on the side road kind of thing, you're making progress. You're moving forward. And what is it? Any forward motion is better than no motion. We found, look at this bad boy. We've got a beauty here. Oh my God, this is a brand new one. This is household goods he moved. This isn't furniture, this isn't removal, this is household goods. I'm gonna, there's Chris there, that's the owner. And he's nicely said, I can have a look round in it. So are you going to show me round, please, Chris? I'll jump inside because it's a bit noisy. Everybody's got their engines running because it's really hot out here. But there's the drift of it. And like I said before, you've seen these trailers that I've shown you. Usually it's furniture wagon or removal. The car transporters look very similar to them as well. But let's have a look in here. Thank you, Chris. Look at this, guys. I'm hoping my light's going to pick this up because the GoPro, as you know, is not very good on the light. This is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. Chris has spec'd this all himself. Like I say, this is the Volvo engine he tells me he's got in there. That's got the 550 motor in it. He's getting about 6.5 to the gallon, and he does ride it hard. I couldn't catch him, and you know what I ride like. He come past me and I thought, whoa, we'll have a piece of that. That looks good. And this is just this is all proper wood, yeah, Chris? Is this all proper wood? Yes. This is all solid wood, this. Yes. Look at the lampshade, look at that. Can you turn that one on? Yeah. Can we have a bit more light, please? Yeah. Cheers. We've got all the air conditioning unit at the top and everything like that. Oh my god, it's all remote control. The fan, everything. Full size fridge, the lot. And Chris, you said you spec'd all this yourself, yeah?
Yes.
Everything, and it's not a Bolt. Whose is this one?
ARI.
ARI is this one. Where are they made?
Chippewa, Indiana.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Brandon Sturgis helped me up with it.
All right.
And this is something extra. This is a dishwasher.
All right.
So, dishwasher, and then they put the PS4 in for the grandkids
Okay.
and stuff. So,
How long do you stay away at a time then? Do you stay away for quite a while? Do you...
during summer, yes.
Right. Okay.
So they added a second pump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all electric.
The guys in England are going to love this. They're going to be all over. Look at that electric, man. This is something that I've said for years. They have these in the ferries, the boats that we get across from England to France, in the cabins. And I could never understand why they don't have something like this in trucks. At the back, you know, the normal size semi. Why you don't have that. It's a far better thing. You could still have the table and you could just move that up and down. It would be a lot better deal. Obviously, it's got the double bed there and everything like that. This is just absolutely, really is. Oh, we've got proper marble.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got proper marble going on there. Granite.
Yeah.
This is really home from home. Then you've got your shower and everything. Obviously, just you say it's the same cab at the front, exactly the same as mine, just with all your cabinets put further up the front, which is real nice. Some of the Globetrotter guys will notice, I'm not sure if this is very similar to the European spec front, probably a little bit narrower and stuff like that, and the storage is just unbelievable, man.
So I'll show you something extra outside.
Okay. Oh, you got a bathroom, shower and everything,
Yeah, bathroom, shower.
Oh, that is lovely. I've always said I'd want one of these, the sunshade thing. That makes it so much better. I parked on, well, I rang an RV camp up the other day and he said I could park on there, which is ideal for you guys. That is spot on, is that? That really is great. And look, you've got all the storage space and everything like this, you can't go wrong. If I dare ask, how much extra is this? How much was it?
This cost me $350,000.
350, yeah. So it's about 120 of it. What's the base price on a Volvo now? 180? Yeah. It's about 120 over, which, oh my god.
You get a grill, it slides out.
Got all the grill there. I want one. These are so well done, well finished.
Yeah.
It is proper. For that 120 grand, it is the dog's danglies. It really is, you know what I mean? Oh my god, he's got the telly for outside as well. You know, I've said before, if you're going to buy one and buy a camper as well, and you're going to I will definitely look at later in life buying one of these. I'm going to go inside because it's really noisy. He's got neon lights up there, the awning lights. Hell. Yeah, like I said before, I would definitely look how finished off that nicely that is. He's got his airlines, extra airlines there. This is obviously coupled up from the airlines under there as well. Beautiful. And to be fair, his length isn't that much longer than the other side. Let me just run around this other side and we'll have a look at the length for this. Okay then, it's a little bit longer when I think about it. Well, it's only, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lengths maybe? It's only that bit, if you judge that from there to there. Because that's a hell of a long way further back, is that? That really is. Yeah, that is marvellous, is that? Thank you so much, Chris. Really, please.
Yeah.
Chuffed with that. Anything you want to add to it?
Are you happy with it, obviously?
Oh, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
It is something else. And I don't think that is a bad price for 120 grand over the top of what your Volvo you're going to pay. What was the waiting time to get it?
6 months.
6 months. That's good. What did you have one before this?
I had a 144 sleeper. This is a 192 sleeper.
Right. And was that made by the same people?
Yes.
So obviously this job pays, otherwise the people wouldn't be rebuying and rebuying. Just leave that one with you. Thanks, guys.
Right, another little bit I just want to add to that story about Chris and his truck. I just jumped back out and had a quick word with him. There was a couple of questions I wanted to ask. So, you know the price of the thing? It's about 120 grand over the top of what the normal Peterbilt Volvo would be. So your normal Volvo is about the same price as one of these. Your Packard, all the same. They're all the same price. They're all running at about around about the 185 figure, depending on what spec you want. You can go from 155 to 185, something like that. For basically all your long haul trucks, about the same price. So that was 120k over the top of that. They're all about 320, them big things. But that was 20 grand bigger than the Bolts and all of the ones I've seen, stuff like that. But don't forget, he's got granite worktop, he's got a dishwasher, he's got all the fancy pants malarkey, he's got that pull-out screen thing. That'll probably be 3 grand on top of that. You know, it all comes at a big price, it really does. But at the end of the day, they are an investment. He's going to get his money back on that all day long when he comes to trade that in, if he keeps it for the right time and juggles it about and things like that, like he did with his last one. How does it pay for itself? How does it pay that much more than what I'm getting on here? I'm getting $3, when I'm not. Companies are getting averaging 3 to 350, 360 sometimes, and a bit more and a bit less, down to 260 maybe a mile. You know, if he was getting paid that sort of money, that would never ever pay on this job. We could never afford to run that. Jesus Christ, no. You know, there isn't the money in the there isn't the money in it. The reason being though is your man there, they're all just about all owner operators who drive those big rigs like that. Majority of them are. They've all been there a lot of years, like the dad's passed it on and stuff like that. It's a lot of graft, it's extra work. And it's not just, he has to do all the organising of all the labouring gangs, stuff like that, or organising, hiring extra vans and things like that if he can't get into the place, and he has to get another van to transship and shit like that, you know what I mean? It's all down to him. So he's the office man, as well as everything else and stuff like that. He's got to do all of that stuff. So there's a lot of background work, and he's got to do all the loading and loading and unloading. So when I stop and I get my load off tomorrow or the day after, and I shoot down to my hotel like you've seen I do and stuff like that, all expenses paid, and I kick back, he'll be working. He'll be loading and unloading that trailer. He'll be able to afford to stop. You know, people want the shit, don't they? They want their goods. You would, if you were moving house, you'd want your goods. It is household removal. Oh, spitting. It's all household removal, is that stuff. I thought it was furniture, we got mixed up there, but no, definitely removal stuff and what have you. I said, how do you get into the places? You know, because a great big rig like that, I'd struggle. He said, a great thing of Google Maps, you've got to really plan your route out and stuff like that. If I can't get in, he says, I'll just transship it and things like that. So, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to say is as well, with anybody coming into the industry, at the moment in England and Europe, you're all moaning, they have been moaning over here about wages increase and shit like that and stuff like that. There is money to be earned in this job if you're willing to do other things rather than just drive. If you want to just drive, you're going to get the basic pay like I do and supermarket people and stuff like that, because there isn't the money in the job. This fucking load doesn't pay that much, and when you stood about for hours sometimes, you can't get an massive hourly pay. And I'm really probably going to upset a lot of the English drivers here, but you know what? I can't bother, to be fair. It's my opinion, and my opinion, I'm going to stick to it. I've been doing the job a lot of years, so I think I've got a valid opinion now. So this is the Vernon rant. I'm going for it now. personally, I really hope this is right, and I hope this doesn't happen, because I saw this happen out in Spain all those years ago. In the 90s, I was earning good money. I was earning fucking good money. I was earning as much, if not more, than some. Well, I won't say more. Probably the same, £500 a week, as what the English drivers were. And of course, it was a lot cheaper when you lived in Spain. Fucking hell of a lot cheaper. To live down there. Jesus, beer was so cheap, it was great. It was cheaper than water. Hell. But then you got to the turn of the 2000s, wages were still good. 2005, it was okay. Then the Spaniards and everybody were demanding more money. More money, more money, more money. They wanted more money, and they just want the money in the pot to pay the money. Not when you stood about and shit like that, you can't get it. I remember 2005, they couldn't get drivers because they couldn't afford to pay them. They wanted that much fucking money, and they were going all over the place. Then all the European market all opened up, didn't it? And the borders all closed down, and people came across 2000 and shit like that, or whenever it was. So you started getting your cheap labour. Because your Bulgarians, your Romanians, all the eastern side who were earning a lot of money, whoosh, came over to Spain and England and everywhere, and started reaping the jobs. Then you were all moaning about them doing it for nothing, even though you wanted more money, but they were doing it cheaper. Hell, if I was an employer, what would you do? Who would you employ? 2 Romanians, 2 Bulgarians for the price of 1 Englishman? They're out to make money, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. It's a cutthroat job, it really is. So then you had all that. Then they still couldn't get drivers in Spain. You were getting Moroccans were coming across in their trucks and doing it because they could do it cheaper. And they could get away with doing it somehow. I don't know, they were registering trucks in Portugal, in all over the bloody world, basically, rather than Spain, to cut corners and stuff. And then the market fell out of it. Everybody went home from England. They want the English drivers driving for the Spanish companies anymore, and it was all left, such as now, Far Eastern Europeans doing the job for peanuts. This wagon stood, there's fucking hundreds of wagons stood out there, without drivers, as bad as in America and stuff like that. I'm hoping, like I say, I'm on my rant now, I'm hoping this isn't going to get the same in England as it did back then in Spain, with the big demand for high-rise wages and that. The government, I can see your government, the media...
You're going to be lucky today or not?
The media are all over it at the moment.
Oh, that's a good question.
The media are all over it. The media are only over it because there isn't a big war going off anywhere. There's nothing to print. Media do shit and rile people up. It's them that are causing all the shit. It really is. You guys would have been happy to plod on, seriously. The wages have not trickled up a little bit over the years, and it's been like that. It's the way the industry is. It's always been like that in my 35 years of driving, basically. You know, we've never earned a fucking lot. You want to earn big money, do something else, as well as the drive. Do the manual bit. Crane, wide load, you know, something, not just drive. Or supermarket shit. Anyway, what I'm getting at is they'll, the media are all over it because there's nothing. If a war breaks out, a big war somewhere, they'll forget you lot. Your history, drivers, seriously, drivers, you are fucking history. They won't give a shit about you. They just do. I can't be doing that. I really can't. But what'll happen is, this is Vernon's philosophy on the thing. English government will lift the borders and say that they can drivers are a needed thing, and they'll be handing out visas like it's confetti. They will be chucking visas out like confetti. You're going to get Far Eastern Europeans coming across. You're going to get South Africans coming across and stuff like that. You're going to get, but you know, I can't fault the guys. They want to earn a good money. They see the telly how people are living. Their places are shithole, brother. You know, they want to be out of there. So you can't knock the people, but that will fuck the rates. That will fuck the pay right up, I tell you. I just hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. Here we are. This is the swamp. This is I can't speak. This is Louisiana Swamp. Down in the bottom part, heading towards over the top of New Orleans. This stilted area bit goes on for 18 miles. 18 miles across this here swamp. And then it's in and out across swamps and what have you. This is the better part of Louisiana in my eyes. The rest is a shit pit. Louisiana's Louisianianas won't like that though. New Orleans is in Louisiana, isn't it? Yeah. So maybe that's nice. I don't know. I've never been. So, but the roads, seriously, they have got some of the worst roads going. They really have. This is one of the better roads. This bouncy odd bridge here. But the rest of, oh man, they really are. Terrible. The weather's been terrible as well, coming all the way from say, got out of Texas this morning. It's just been rain. Suppose you ain't gonna get a swamp if you don't have any rain, do you? Oh, yeah. Look at it. Fucking swamp. Just swamp. I bet it's brilliant to live here if you like fishing and like chasing alligators, maybe, or are they crocodiles? One of them lizardy dinosaur things. Look at that in the mirror. You can see that. And it's busy, obviously, because it's Sunday afternoon now. Everybody going home. Sorry about the football. Bit disappointing. So close. But bloody hell, they did well, didn't they, eh? Goes on and on and on. I suppose it's got some kind of beauty to it, hasn't it? A swamp. I bet there's a lot of mozzies around here. I've just missed my rest there. Damn, I wanted to stop though. Never mind. Bugger. Oh, please. Chocolate River. But it's moving, the traffic, so that's the bonus. 760 miles to go. My delivery's not till Tuesday, like I said before. But I want to try and get there tomorrow. So I'll run it as far as where I fuel up, which is, I need to get some more fuel. So I want to get as far as that. That's about 300 mile, I think. It's 6:30 now. So if I get another 300 mile in, that means I have got adding today 4, 5, 6, 750 mile. So that's pretty good for a day, isn't it? Which it should be alright, it should keep moving across here, as long as people don't run into each other or anything like that, and cause that kind of upset. It'll hold up a bit over, when I get over the state line, a bit further up, you go over a couple of bridges, and it gets a bit gnarly up there. But by the time I get there, that's going to be gone, hopefully all the traffic will have gone. And I don't know what state that is, that's a thingy state. Is it Alabama or some one of them thingies? Alabama or Mississippi maybe? I'm trying to know. I don't know. No, Mississippi's further up. It is Alabama, yeah. Getting very humid, even though it's not that hot. It's 27 degrees. It's so humid. You can't turn the air conditioning off. If you turn the air conditioning off, straight away the truck goes really clammy and horrible. It's real stick shit. Boom. That's it. Got some kind of beauty to it. But that croc fishing is good. Alligator, crocodile, whatever. I don't know how you fish for them. Do you just shoot them? Surely you don't chuck a fishing line out with a fishing rod and hook them up. That'd be a bit crazy, wouldn't it? Trying to reel in one of them. Little snappy things. I do like alligator or crocodile, whichever one it is, and I will be eating some when I get into further down. If not today, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have some. If you haven't had it before, it tastes a bit like pork. they have an abundance of them down here, so you know, it's not exactly a rare animal or anything like that. There's too many of them. Too many. Like them bloody Bambis bouncing about all over. Look at this, guys. I don't know if you can zoom in. Let's sneak up a little bit closer. It looks like their coil, spool, whatever you call it, has moved. The more rotund one there was flagging his arms as if to say, "I'll be right, keep going." As long as they're not anywhere near me. Look at the trailer leaning though. Look at that trailer. That's not. They're not really designed to be side loaders to throw its load off, but that doesn't look. Oh, fuck, I need to go to the toilet and get the hell out of here. I don't want that shit in front of me. Yeah, expert opinion from the front. It's leaning, Jeff. What should we do? Should we push it? Yeah, see if you can push it. Come on, get up there. Get up there, get a little shove. Can't be that heavy. Oh, hang on a minute. You have a look. Come on, Jeff. Told you that corner was too fast. Well, Oh no, the other one's crying. Oh, come on. Isn't that bad? It's still on the trailer. Should I suggest he goes round a roundabout fast the other way? I know, that would be the right way, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. That trailer does not look happy. There you go. We don't need that mask. We've both been in the truck together all day long, and I come out and I put my mask on. There you go. Safety conscious. I'll get my hammer. Oh, hey, this is getting serious. Oh, there you go now. You ain't gonna move that thing. I'm not going to move that whatsoever. Anyway, tune back in. Here's what's happening. Odd Crocs, his partner, has decided to go and just rob the store instead. So he's put his mask up over his mouth and he said, "Sod this, it's not worth driving the truck. I'm going to go rob this store." Might make some...
Everybody know which way we need to be and going west.
Going west? So
anybody know what's going on the westbound side? Yeah,
there's an accident right at the other end of that bridge I was coming across. 18 mile, 20 mile on. That's the only thing with the swamp, when accidents happen on there, which they do regular, because the speed limits are down across there, but people get impatient, they get a lot of traffic across there, and they try and overtake and they hit each other. And when the accidents do happen across that bridge, there's nowhere to go. You can't go round, because you're going over a swamp. It's basically the only road, so you're pretty fucked up. I think he spotted that I'm videoing, but never mind. Yeah, so Buggerlugs has cleared off over there to rob the place, while Manuel here is, oh, he's giving up as well. Look at this. He just hit himself with a chain as well, bless him. He pulled the chain over a bit too fast and he whacked himself. So security man's going to come up as well and you got to park that there, driver. So here comes Senor Security. You can't take that off there, driver. Oh no, no. Well, no, I can't wait about for this. Oh no, here comes bank robbers come back. Well, this shop store robber obviously didn't work out too well with him because he isn't running. That's the new Chevy pickup. That's not bad. Not bad price as well. Yeah, well they are starting about 36 or something, 38. I want to see what's happening. I don't actually know how, because the actual load, when I went around the back and had a look, the load doesn't look as though it's moved or anything. It just looks as though the trailer's decided to kaput and bend. So moving that isn't really going to do a lot of good if your trailer's about to snap. Oh, he's still going to be a outlaw though. Look, he's hiding his face from camera. I'm not going on that. Maybe he's an illegal. Yeah, this will straighten the trailer up, won't it? That'll do it. Oh, yeah, we'll put that bit up there. We'll damage all the metal with that. Nobody will know. You should do it. Not sure how that is going to... Yeah, pull that bit tight. Put that little bit under. Yeah, oh, that's better. We're protecting. Well done. Sorry, I shouldn't. I've never done it. I'd be like, fuck, sorry. Oh, the other side's going to drop. Oh. Meanwhile, we're at a standstill on the other side now. We're totally right back here. Is no, some expert advice? No. It's a dirty, horrible truck stop, is this? Dirty. It's not my usual standard of loves. It is Mississippi, my next thingy state. This is Louisiana. It is pretty poor down here, to be fair. No, can't wait about for this. I'd love to have seen the outcome. Here's a nice bridge. It's the bridge of metal, the metal bridge. Port of Greater. I can't see what it says on the other side. That's all I can see. Here's the Mississippi River. Sneaky slidey one coming up the inside. He's stopped though. He's thought, oh no, that might hurt. So he's slowed up there. Is that the state line, this or not? I'm not too sure, you know. It could be. Norlands. At least the temperature's cooled off with all the rain and that. It's in the humidity's gone down a wee bit. Not a massive amount, but a bit. straight line. Oh, where you go then? I'm in a hurry. I loaded up round here once and it was over the other side of the river, and could I hellers get to it? I had a right going on. I went backwards and forwards over that river umpteen times. I was pulling my hair out in the end. It was like, what the hell do I get to this dumb bit? Star Drive, you see. These are not good neighbourhoods, really. Well, they are good neighbourhoods if you come from the neighbourhood. They're not for a little outside white boy like me. Very busy. I'd have thought it'd have been quieter than this for Sunday night at 6:30. Oops, where are you going? A grip. Yeah, obviously I had a pickup over this side and I had a pickup over the other, both at the docks. What was it I was loading? Can't remember what I was loading now. Some produce. If anybody saw the video, it was with the roughest forklift driver in the world. All docklift forklift drivers. That's nice, isn't it? That's pretty. Pretty stagnant pond. Yeah, all forklift drivers on the dock are the roughest bastards ever. Forklift drivers seem to get a lot steadier and a lot more gentle the further down the line you get. So you'll get your ones on the dock, roughest as you like, with the big machines that are over the top to be going in and out of your truck anyway, like lunatics, and they don't seem to have any brakes. The ones that work on the dock don't seem to have any brakes on their forklift, so they have to use the bulkhead of your trailer to stop them. It seems sort of weird, but can't be very comfy for them either, to be fair. But that's the way it works. And then you get next down the line is usually your frozen produce place. Frozen produce place will be an in-between your country store and local person unloading you and your dock worker. So you're gonna get a little bit. They're gonna come in at full pelt as your frozen produce place, or your Costco, your Walmart, any of those. They will come in flat out into the back. So you'll hear this boom boom as they bounce in, but they will use the brakes. They're pretty good at actually braking before they whack the pallet. That's what we have. So I was gonna go. I wasn't gonna make my fuel station like I said I was gonna try and get to. I'm about done. I'm only going to do less. I'm 589 mile away from me delivery. So I've come across another Love's just here. So like I've said before, it's always best to get fueled up the night before if you can. You know, because and then it's easier in the morning. I don't have to stop and waste time 30 minutes fannying about. This one's going to be quieter. It's Sunday night. Tomorrow's Monday. You know, you might have a big queue to get into the fuel station and wasting too much time. If I get filled up now, I'm going to go a little bit further down the road, only about 30 miles, and there's a rest area. I don't like I've mentioned before, I don't like staying in the truck stops on a night. I'm always wary about people parking because the parking's a bit more awkward than what it is. Well, this one isn't too bad actually. That's just a straight pull through. But I do find a lot more people leave their bloody engines rattling away in truck stops and stuff like that. Whereas in your rest areas, your parking's usually staggered. So you're not, I've explained this before I think, you're not right next to each other and things like that, you know what I mean? Their bonnet truck is further ahead than what mine is, and it's a lot easier like that. And you're not listening to their rattly engine or fridge going next to you. But looking at that one, that space over there, but he's waiting for a change over that one, I think. I don't know. I don't know, I'm waffling, aren't I? What am I doing? Chucking stuff all over the place. Yeah, get fueled up the night before, and then you've got a clear run in the morning. I'm not on E-log, as I've explained before, so I'm in no real rush, you know what I mean? And it's only 20 past 6 my time, 20 past 9 Floridarian time, so it's not late, is it? By any means, so I will get a good night's sleep tonight, that's for sure. Get filled up to the top. That'll get me all the way down to my delivery, and then that'll get me down to Homestead, and that'll get me back up past Miami then, coming home. So, you know, that's going to give me quite a bit of a range before I have to fill up again. I get about 1,200 barrels, something like that. So in we go. Now I'm sat here pondering, what do I do? Decisions. I've fueled up. It's 9:45. It's actually 9:45. 9:45 Floridarian time. I've just had hot dog. I have got a parking place. This is it just pulled off the pump actually, the diesel pump, and I've got backed up here, which is quite a nice little tucked back sort of thing. Just an empty trailer next to me, and nobody outside of me yet. So what do? There's another rest area 34 mile away. That leaves me only 530 miles to do. But the thing is, if I get there, like I don't bother about the time or anything like that. If I get there tomorrow, you must remember this, Americans. When you're running E-log exempt, you've got to remember, if you're running covert shit like that, or there's any kind of pandemic, emergency relief, hurricane relief, when it's the hurricane, it's all E-log exempt shit and stuff like that. You've got to remember, when you've got to, you're totally exempt from all your hours, your breaks, your everything, your nightly rest, everything is total exempt. It's all entirely up to you. But there is one rule I found in it. When you get to your destination and you unload that trailer, when you're empty, you've got to have 10 hours off. 10 hours off. You must have 10 hours off. That is really important, otherwise they'll have you on that. So if you arrive there midday, remember you've got to have a 10-hour off. So whatever happens, I have to get there tomorrow. When I get there tomorrow, I won't be able to go anywhere anyway. So the only way I'll be able to go anywhere is if Stephanie books me into a hotel down in Miami. Then I'll be able to run PC down to the hotel, as long as I haven't under dispensation. I haven't got my my next route, my next pickup. As long as they don't send me the next pickup until the day after, I can legally run personal conveyance down to the hotel in Miami or wherever. You know, I could run home if I wanted, but that's the way the law works. Got to work it. So I don't know whether to kick ass a little bit further. It's only so 34 mile. What happens if I get up there and there's nowhere to park, and then it's another, oh fuck it, let's go do a bit. Good morning, you all. Steve, it is what bloody day is it? Is it the 10th? It's the 12th of July. 12th of July 2021, Steve. And I'm just coming into Mobile. This is a place called Mobile. That's a funny name, isn't it? Mobile. I seem to be in the wrong lane. Coming across, big truck, thank you. Yeah. And this is, that's some buildings of those, aren't they? Look at the size of them bad boys. Look, they've even got a like Detrium, Torrey Fell, whatever you call it. Horace bloody scaffold thing at the top of there. Detrium? No, it's not the fucking Torrey Fell. What is it in English? Scaffolding. It was actually it was just built, wasn't it, for. But here's a fact. Here's a fact. A Vernon fact. Probably totally wrong, but I'll try and make it sound good. The oh god, what do you call it? The fucking Paris fucking thing. The Paris scaffoldy thing. Anyway, that was only built as an architect, as a design thing, as an art thing. Basically, it was just an art thing, and it was supposed to be taken down, but everybody liked it, so they decided to leave the piece of scaffolding up there, which has brought them billions in revenue over the year. Well done. Might build one in the yard. And there's copies of them all over the world. I've seen them in around the Black Sea, where in Bulgaria somewhere I saw one. Sunny Beach or something like that, there's one. Oh, they're everywhere. They should see one. There's their mobile in Alabama. That was short-lived, that city, wasn't it? I do love the way America, we go right through the cities as a rule. You know, you'd be going along for miles and miles and miles, whereas in Europe you tend to outskirts really right round further and further out. They're building the roadways, as I've explained before. Roads of look, they go all over them shipping containers. Yeah, Singapore, Spain, United Kingdom, South Korea, Norway, Australia. No China. We don't want none of that malarkey. Yes, I forgot what I was saying now. Old age. Yeah, they go around the outskirts. The roads get built further and further out in Europe as cities expand and things like that. But obviously, as I explained before, roads over here were built with the vehicles already running, sort of thing. So they seem to have got a hang of it and learnt off the mistakes of Europe and things like that, where it was just horse and cart and people walking, and then they built the roads on top of those. But by that time, the cities have already got bigger and bigger. I still can't think of what the name of that bloody scaffold thing is in Paris. Anyway, onwards we go. I am 523 miles away. Bit of a late start. I couldn't be bothered this morning and slept in, so I didn't set off till about 6:30, which is no worry. As I said yesterday, I'm just gonna... What's going on here? Why aren't we changing gear? There we are. I'm going to... No, we're all right. We're all right. We're sorting it out. I had the cruise control set at 55 for some reason. What a silly thing. Yeah, we'll get down there and then we'll unload in the morning, and I'll probably nip into Chrome 75 shop, have a wee look in there. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? This is pretty. Look at this. Alabama makes quite a nice change driving through there after you've been in, what was that other one, the Mississippi. Jesus Christ, that's the roads are bad there, they really are. Why are we all going slow? Something to see out front? No. 29 degrees. Little overcast, humid. I feel I need a day at the beach. My mate Paul, my God, that guy can drive. Holy macaroni, can he drive? He set off. When did he set off? I don't know, about 2-3 days ago. He's on about catching me up now. He lives up near us. You've heard me mention him before. He likes that Peterbilt up, he really does. So he's on about catching me up tonight. He's been pushing out 1,000-mile days and shit like that. Oh, so hopefully he'll catch me up and we can get loaded and we can run back together. That'll be fun. Make a change. By the way, that's the Gulf of Mexico there on the right. There we go, there's Paul calling now. Here I am in Florida. So let's see what the crack is here. You might want to check my load actually with the bin potatoes. Hi, morning. I've got potatoes. Potatoes.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. See you later. We don't want to check the potatoes. Next one a little bit further on is the scale. There's a scale a little bit further. That's just your produce check to see what's coming in and out of the country. The state, rather. Well, there's the scale, and I've got a green light. Go, go, go. My little box on the dash is flashing green. Beep, 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 beep. Light it up, and we've got a flyby. Which, you know, I've come all the way down 2,000, about 1,800, 1,900 miles up to now. Yeah, without scaling off once. I haven't been pulled into one scale, which is really surprising because I filled my tanks right up last night. Forgot all about it. I'm running really heavy on my drive axles. I was bang on the weight with only a quarter of a tank in. So I will be overweight on my drive axles. I'll probably be about 500 over, which is really. I've got the APU that they let you run because the battery operated air conditioning unit thing. They let you run. It's 500 over. 500 some states, 700 some states, 300. It differs different states. They'll let you run a little bit over. Which they do give you a leeway. It's not like England or Europe where, Jesus, if you're bang on the 2 pounds over, they'll be pulling your pants down and sorting you out, you know what I mean? They will give you a wee bit over here, which is nice. Like, probably 500. 500's a sort of amount, if you know what I mean. It's It depends where the 500 is though. If you're 500, say, over right on your steers, then you're gonna get fucked. You are, which serves you right, to be fair. But if you weighed it out overall gross and things like that, you aren't too bad, really. Well, I've never had any problem. Touch wood. Let's go over the lake in here. So, hey there. Here's where I'm at. Just making a cup of tea. Where am I? You don't know where I'm at. Yes, you do. You might have done if you were keeping up. I am at the moment in a place called Lake Wales. Well, I'm just to the east of it actually. I'm about 30 miles away from it. But the address is Lake Wales anyway. So I managed to get sorted out with where I delivered. I'm empty now. And I'm just sat here. The nice girl in the dispatch, I won't say where it is, so I'm going to drop her in. I said, can I leave the trailer here? Because I might go for stay in a hotel. I'm just waiting for me to dispatch, explain the situation. What I'm doing is, I'm just going to give dispatch till lunchtime, give them another hour or so, and then if they haven't found me anything, I'm going to go find a hotel, and so they can sort it out tomorrow, and what have you. And we'll go from there. So, I said to the nice girl, can I leave my trailer in your car park over there? She said, no, but yes. If you know what I mean? No, you can't. But yes, okay, I get what you mean. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. So that's nice, isn't it? So I can actually just leave the trailer here. I was going to look at go horse riding, but bloody hell, it's like 40 bucks, and the tax is really expensive here. Tax on that is an extra 10 or 12 bucks on top for some bizarre reason in Florida. You know, hideous tax. So that's for a 45-minute horse ride just up the road here. Jesus, I don't want to buy the nag. I just want to ride the thing, you know what I mean? So 45 minutes for 50 plus, that's too expensive for me. Too expensive for my budget. If we're on holiday, it's a different matter. That's why I always keep saying, I'm not on holiday. You know, it's alright to keep that and enjoy it now and then, but you've got to keep a lid on the expense. If you're a single bloke, bloody hell, money no object kind of thing. You just live the dream. But do your own shit. But you know, we've got responsibilities and stuff like that. You can't just go spendy on the road. Otherwise, the extra money you are earning, pushing it hard, you're not going to have it. You know what I mean? And we're going camping when we get home, hopefully again. So that'll be fun. if I ever bloody get home. So yeah, my full straight load back out of here, which I thought I was doing, which always do, always when I come to Florida, is a straight punch back. There isn't one, it turns out. But that's transport, you can't plan anything, can you? You know what it's like. It's up and down, it's all over the place. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's not. So anyway, they're just looking for me now. It's probably going to bounce me a few places to get home. Hopefully it's only a couple of places, something like that, something out of here to Texas. Because there are loads, there is loads, but they're paying shit. They're paying $1.50 to get up to Georgia and stuff like that. It's fucking ridiculous. They're to do straight through. It's paying absolutely pants. So you know, the usual guys we drive for and go for Canada, they haven't got anything. There's about 6 I think he usually does for, and they haven't got anything at the moment. So they're the top paying ones, which pay pretty good, 5-6 grand. You know, going back to 3,500 miles, which is good on something on the way back, because he's made quite a bit on the way down. So you know, you can't just take it just for the hell of it. You're soon going to end up losing money and stuff like that. So we'll just sit tight here and see what's happening. And if not, I'm going to drop this trailer. And there is a few hotels around here. There's a and what have you. As long as it's got a swimming pool, but it's coming a bit overcast now. Typical, isn't it? So there's the update, guys. That's a 2000 and I think he said 7 or 9. Just talk to the bloke. This is the last one of the deaths. This is 379, and they only made about 1,000 of these. This one's been stretched. That is seriously mad. That's done 1.5 million. 1.5 million miles. Fucking, that is really summer. This is only a 53 foot trailer. She's but they don't have any problem because the weight out here, you know, we're 55, and if you're not doing groupage and shit like that, you can get away with it. There's no real need in that. That's the spread axle. He's not an owner-operator. He does drive for a company, but obviously he's been at the company a long time. There's somebody who's going to put that sort of money into a truck like that. They aren't going to just let any Tom, Dick and Harry drive it, you know what I mean? Somebody who's really going to look after it, obviously. Because there's a lot of money tied up in there. Even though it is an old truck, there's a hell of a lot of wedge gone in there. So I haven't been funny, but you aren't going to want somebody who's just come straight out of the training school or something jumping in there. Because them spread axles on that, they will wear out tyres pretty quick. If you go spinning it round straight away, you're going to rip them front tyres off, the front axle. You're going to just waste them in no time. But if you drive it respectfully and use all your space and shit like that, you're going to be alright. You're not going to have a problem with it. And with it being that little bit short, it's only 2 foot, I know, but look at the... I didn't used to like the stretched bit look at first, but now I'm really liking that stretch look. I think it looks real cute. It's been rebuilt twice as that now. It's on its 2nd rebuild, so it's looking really good, is that. Original interior, I wish I could have showed you the interior. The interior was absolutely immaculate, man. It really was. I like that silver on the fridges rather than on the reefers, rather than being white like mine and that. I think it looks really good. And the colour-coded front always looks a nice aspect as well. Yeah, I think he said that was the last one. They only made 1,000. 1,000 the last one. Obviously they got it and they stretched it. So you got straight through exhaust, you got proper sounding exhaust. Because of the no depth system, and you haven't got that huge, great, dumb fucking exhaust system going on. Lots of lights here. Here's another little bit I noticed that I really do like. When you don't have the side skirts on, you get the lights under there. They put the lights under there. That looks really pretty. And having all your cables, your airlines and everything sat underneath is a really nice touch as well. I'm going to jump in and let's see if it'll let me have a look inside of this. Van here has allowed me to have a quick scoot round and look at that, man. Look at this. As you know, the GoPro doesn't work very well with lighting, but we can get a little bit. This is all original, like I said. It's still the original shit in here. That is incredible how this is standing up really, really well. You know what I mean? It is. When you think a million a mile, a million and a half. That's a lot of miles going on there. And it's only second rebuild, you say?
26,804,
See, check this. Look at all this still. You pay for what you get. You know, if it's basically it's I don't know what these would start off now. Probably about 100 grand here and then a freight or something like that. But it is what you get, and the sales price, you're going to get a sales price on it as well. So you know, it is. Is that the original seat or not? No, it's not the original seat. So that wore out, man. That's to be expected. But all this is all original.
Peterbuilt a truck for a man.
Really? You heard it here. Right, thank you very much, man.